Assalamualaikum. Today's topic is IELTS General Training Reading and it is taken from Cambridge Book-17 Test 2. Let's start. So the text is on cycle lights. What are the legal requirements? That means cycle lights and regarding the lights, what type of rules and regulations you have to follow. So we are going to read about this. Before we read the text, we have to read the question first. Okay, so what is written in the question? That is true, false, not given. So what is true? If the statement agrees with the information, that is the information given in the text. If the information agrees, that means matches with the information given in the text, then it will be true. If the statement contradicts the information, that means in the question the information you're getting that contradicts with the given information of the text, then it is false. And if there is no information on this, that means in the question what they are discussing, you don't get any topic or anything about that on the text, then it will be not given. Okay, let's see. It's illegal to cycle after sunset without bike lights. So we have to find out that is after sunset without bike lights, to go outside with cycle is legal or illegal. Remember one thing, that is in IELTS reading you will not get the same word, you will get the meaning, a synonym of the word or maybe paraphrase of the full sentence. So be careful about it while reading. Okay, you must have front and rear lights that are lit, clean and working properly when cycling between sunset and sunrise. Between sunset and sunrise, that means after sunset and before sunrise, if you go with your cycle, you must have approved. That means legally you have to have one, you have cycle lights and you have to lit it also when cycling outside after sunset. That means must have approved, that means must have legal documents. So what is the sixth answer of the sixth? That is, it is illegal to cycle. Yes, it is illegal. If you want to go outside, you must have legal permission. So this is true. Okay, front and rear lights can be attached to the rider. So we have to find out where is front and rear lights. Okay, light front and rear. Okay, let's read from here. Okay, so in detail, but in summary, you need a white light at the front and a red light at the rear. Okay, we got it. Visible from the front and rear respectively and fixed to your bike. Okay, so you must have rear light, front light. Okay, it's okay. It matches with the question, but fixed to. In the question it is given attached to. Fixed, synonym of fixed is attached. Okay, attached to your bike. That means with your ride, not with you. That means not with the rider, but question is telling that you have to attach it with the rider. So this is false. This contradicts with our. Okay, so FLSC false. You can write capital and small this way, or you can write all the letters in capitals. So both are correct. Okay, a torch on a cyclist head must be white. So if a cyclist use a torch on head, that should be white. Let's see, that should be white or not. Okay, so torch, head torch. Okay, let's read from here. A light obscured by a saddlebag isn't legal, neither is a torch on your head, though there's nothing to stop you using a head torch as an additional light. So that means you can use a head torch as an additional light. Okay, that is given here, but what should be the color of the head torch, they didn't discuss about it. We didn't get any mention of color, so it's not given on in the text, so it says not given. So this is not given. NG, you can write this way. Okay, there are some legal restrictions on flashing lights. So some legal restrictions, some legal procedures you have to follow regarding flashing lights. So we have to find out flashing lights. Okay, flashing lights, yes. So the regulations also now allow flashing lights provided they flash between 60 and 240 times per minute. So the regulations. So nowadays, that means now flashing lights, if you want to use flashing lights, for that also there are some regulations, there are some rules. So regulations, it is not written here some not necessary, but regulations means plural. So some, of course, some, many, lot of regulations are there. So this is true. So you have to follow some regulations, and yes, there are some legal restrictions. Legal restrictions means regulations. So this is true. T-R-U-E, true. Reflectors are most commonly available in packs of 4. So we have to find out reflectors, and then we have to find out that they are commonly comes in packs of 4 or not. Okay, let's see. Okay, reflectors, we have to reflective labels. So where is the reflectors? Okay, so the legal requirements for reflectors. The legal requirements for reflectors include a red rear reflector and 4 amber paddle reflectors. 4 amber paddle reflectors, one at the front and rear of each paddle. So we got the reflectors, and where to use the reflectors they also say about it, but it's commonly available in packs of 4. We don't get any information regarding this matter. So this is not given, NG. Okay. Number 11, reflective heel strips. Okay, reflective heel strips are allowed instead of paddle reflectors. So in place of paddle reflectors, that means reflective heels are allowed. Okay, now paddle reflector, in place of paddle reflectors, now reflective heel strips are allowed. Okay, let's see it's true or not. Okay. Common sense might suggest that a reflective heel strip or ankle band could replace an amber paddle reflector. So common sense, according to common sense, that is reflective heel strip can replace. Replace means instead of paddle reflector, that is in place of paddle reflector you can use reflective heel strip. But unfortunately these do not meet the legal requirements. But unfortunately, as reflective strip don't follow the legal requirements, don't meet the legal requirements, so it doesn't happen. It means that the information is telling in the question that yes, reflective heel strip replace the paddle reflectors, but this is not true, this is false. Okay, so it doesn't meet the legal requirement, so this information is false. I am writing in all types. You can write this way also in your main exam. You can write just F also. Okay, so it's up to you. The law concerning the design of paddles is unsatisfactory. So the law concerning the design of paddles, the paddles design, according to the law, the paddles designs are okay or not, and that is satisfactory or not, we have to find out that. So law about the design, this is an annoying problem for riders, annoying problem. So this is disturbing problem, this is not comfortable, this is unsatisfactory. Okay, for riders who use bikes where the feet are attached to the pedals and cannot sleep, these pedals are not designed with enough space of accommodate reflectors and make this is an area of legislation in need of change. So the design, the pedals are not designed. So they are talking about pedals design, and they are also telling us that in this area law, legislation means law. So this is an area of legislation in need of change. So the existing law is not satisfactory. You have to change it. Okay, so that means annoying, this is annoying, and pedals design, the law according to it is not okay, so you have to change the existing law. So it means that the law concerning the design of pedals is unsatisfactory. So this is true. You can write this way also. Okay, and you can also write only T in your answer. Cycling during daytime. Cycling during daytime is safer than cycling at night. This is a comparison question. That is, if you cycle at night and if you cycle daytime, which one is safer? Let's see. The question is telling us that cycling during daytime is safer than the cycling at night. Okay. Unlike with other vehicles, lights are not a legal requirement for cyclists when there is seriously reduced visibility during the daytime, although we wouldn't recommend cycling through dense fog without lighting up. So they say that during daytime, yes, you can use the light or not, is up to you, but they haven't said that which time is safer for the cycling. So this information is not given. Okay. 14, it is against the law. What's against the law? To cycle in daytime fog without lights. So it is against the law to cycle daytime fog without lights. So in daytime you can cycle, but when there is fog, if you don't use the light, that would be against the law. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got it here. That is lights are not a legal requirement for cyclists. So lights are not a legal requirement. This is not mandatory. What not mandatory for cyclists? When there is seriously reduced visibility during the daytime. Okay, so during daytime, if there is dark during daytime, it happens sometimes when the weather is cloudy. Okay, then we have noticed that private cars, they lit their lights, but it's not mandatory for the cyclist. Okay, although we wouldn't recommend cycling through dense fog without lighting. We wouldn't recommend. That means we wouldn't encourage the people when there is dense fog, don't lit up. It's up to you. Then also it's up to you, but it's good to lit up the light. But there is no legal requirements or obligations. Okay, so it's against the law. You can't say it's against the law in daytime with fog without light. So this is false. Okay, there is no legal requirements. That is in the daytime you can lit up your cycle lights or not. It's up to you. So this is false. That's it. I hope I can make you understand. If there is any confusion, actually, sometimes maybe I'm explaining one sentence many times. Sometimes maybe I am not explaining. I think maybe you understood. If you feel that this question, this line, I haven't got the clear sense, please write in the comment. I'll try my best to give your answer. Thank you very much. Keep watching.